Hello, P-Tech. I hope everyone is having an amazing school year. My name is Aaron Charles, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my story as a P-Tech Norwalk graduate. So without further ado, currently I'm a freshman at UCONN stores, and I'm studying computer science with a concentration in cybersecurity. But quite frankly, this video is not about my present, but about my past as a P-Tech Norwalk student. So I graduated from P-Tech Norwalk and CT State Norwalk this year, 2024, and I obtained a degree in software engineering. My associate's degree was in software engineering. And so I'll talk a little bit about what that means credit-wise for those considering. Um, so when you graduate P-Tech Norwalk and CT State Norwalk with your degree, that equates to about 60-ish credits. It'll be a little over, but what that means for you going into college is you can possibly transfer those credits to whatever college you're going to. Fortunately for me, UConn stores took 61 of my credits. And so you might be asking, well, what does that really mean? That means that I could technically graduate in 2 years because most universities are 120 credit universities. I could technically graduate in 2 years. Personally, I plan on doing things like graduate school, possibly a minor in something, so my trajectory might be a little different. But having that option is amazing. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how that even happened, what it took for me to get an associate's degree upon graduating high school. So I really want to highlight time management as the number one thing. You're going to hear this through and throughout, but it truly is what's going to get you to this end goal. And this looks different for everybody. Personally, I use a lot of Google Calendar, Notion. You need to pick something and roll with it, whatever works for you. But have something that can help you segment out your time because you're going to be balancing quite a lot. This can be anywhere from your actual college classes over at CT State, your high school classes, your extracurriculars, spending time with your friends, having fun, which is very, very important. So you need to find a tool that can help you do this and act as a second brain almost. That would be my advice to all of the incoming freshmen. So if you have your eyes set on this goal, just know that it's possible. My graduating class, we had over 20 students that were able to get this degree. So it is very much possible. With that being said, I will caution that another really important thing is getting through it with other people. In my opinion, this degree and your goal to get this degree is going to be 3 times as hard if you're going to try to do it alone. Take advantage of your resources. You have your school counselors, you have professors over at CT State, you have your friends. Believe me, the friends that you make through this journey are going to be some of those lifelong friends. So please take advantage of all the resources that you can to make sure you succeed. Lastly, I want to talk a little bit about my roles aside from this degree as a high schooler. So I was extremely involved at P-Tech. I did the student government for all 4 years. I was a student government president, so I helped organize a lot of school events. I helped get in contact with almost the entire student body. I knew a lot of people in high school, and I was in frequent communication with them. That was probably my biggest role. And then secondly, I do want to talk about IBM as a stakeholder because they're extremely, extremely important. Remember, the whole P-Tech model has those 2 stakeholders being the early college, the high school component of it, graduating with an associate's degree, but they also have IBM as a stakeholder, which supply internships and career opportunities and career avenues for the students. So I definitely want to highlight that. Just like everyone else at P-Tech, I started off at IBM with my level 1 internship the summer after my junior year. And after that, I was lucky enough to land in my senior year something called the co-op, the high school co-op position. And essentially what this was a bridge between IBM as a company and the school P-Tech Norwalk. So my main goal was to get all the students on board with their success at IBM. This involved career planning, this involved resume workshops, networking events, sort of all of that I was involved in and responsible for. Currently, I'm still working at IBM as a university co-op, and this is something that you can also achieve. What that means is that I'm simply working remote, part-time with IBM throughout my university time. And this is something you can also apply for and obtain. So My point here is that IBM is a extremely valuable resource and opportunity for you guys. If you guys work towards it, it's going to set you up and it's going to set you apart from all of the other competition if you're trying to go into the industry. I can for sure say that the experience that I've had at PTech, the opportunities that it set up for me, stepping foot into a university like UCONN, people around me notice the difference. Professors notice the difference. They take one good look at my LinkedIn and it's you're miles ahead of the game. You truly are. So it is extremely important to capitalize on every opportunity that you have. I want to end with a little bit of a quote here that me and my best friend Shirley, who you'll also be hearing from, like to go by. It's the harder that you work, and the more that you say yes to things, the luckier you get. So seemingly it's luck, but you're actually just putting yourself out there and taking advantage of the opportunities. So those are my tips, my advice, and my story as a P Tech Norwalk graduate. I hope you guys have an amazing day.